Hi everyone, I'm Kiran, and if you've heard me talk for more than 5 minutes, you know that I am also a kindergarten and preschool teacher in Belmont, which means that I am intimately familiar with the inner workings of early childhood literacy. When you teach someone to read, you don't start them off with Moby Dick. You start with letters, and then popcorn words, and eventually hope they find their way over to chapter books. The process of literacy is a long one, compounded by tiny, everyday victories. Much like learning to read, rebuilding your personal and professional life comes in stages. I basically hit rock bottom last semester, and all I knew coming into the spring was that there was no way this could be worse than the fall. And when I say rock bottom, I mean my mom told me that she thought I should have dropped out last semester. So, 3 weeks in, I wasn't actually sure that SITC was going to be better. I love my roommates in my apartment, but the stress of my internship was absolutely draining me. I was utterly convinced that at any day, my mentor would tell me I was doing everything wrong and kick me out of the program. But every week, I kept doing those small things, and those small successes helped me build up my confidence. Small victories is kind of the name of the game at my internship. At the Center to Support Immigrant Organizing, we provide logistical support to 4 immigrant-led grassroots groups, which basically means that we provide scaffolding for these groups to use in their advocacy and direct delivery work. I spent the semester sending emails, facilitating meetings, and designing flyers, among many other things. These may seem like simple or insignificant tasks to you, but for my organization, these are the building blocks with which our immigrant groups use to build their advocacy and healthcare work. It takes a lot, also, to be an adult working a 30-hour-a-week job, living independently, and taking 2 classes. More specifically, it takes a lot of small victories. Some of those small victories came in the form of establishing routines with my roommates that made sure I got my laundry and grocery shopping done on time. Some other victories meant that I started running again and working out, which helped with my mental and physical health. Other wins included making it to my internship on time, bonding with other people in my organization, and hanging out with Grace, the other intern at my work. At work, we used a similar process to further our advocacy work. I watched in real time as 1-paragraph emails turned into meetings, as conversations at conferences became routine exams for our community members, and as attending a listening hearing for the City Council became a collaboration between us and another community-based organization. During my final evaluation on Tuesday, my mentor asked me what legacy I thought I was leaving at my internship. I couldn't find the words then, but I think that I can now. Progress, whether personal or professional, is built on the little things. When you do the smaller things perfectly, or even try to do them perfectly, you make the bigger things better. A conversation with the Secretary of Health for Massachusetts means nothing if you don't have the printed out list of demands from your organization. You can attend conferences and talk to higher officials all you want, but unless you actually know what your organization is going for, it means nothing. So maybe my legacy isn't a legislative victory, a new community center, or winning a grant. Maybe it isn't definite at all. Maybe my legacy is the stepping stones I created for the next person in my position to follow the path. Thank you.